To talk about a lie that Kamala and Oprah push forward in their back and forth about abortion. Of course, this is a hot button issue. A lot of people are single issue voters, and reproductive rights and abortion and, the pro-life, pro-choice debate is at the very top of their priority list. Now, we're going to talk about the name Amber Thurman. This is a name out of Georgia, and it's unfortunately a young woman and a young mother who lost her life, and abortion is at the heart of this devastating fatality. I'll let Kamala Harris and Oprah set this story up, and we'll debunk it. Okay? So we have that to look forward to. Let's watch.
Georgia made national headlines. Amber's case came to light through the reporting of journalist Kavitha Sarana with ProPublica. And so listen to her story.
2 years ago, 28-year-old Amber Nicole Thurman, a medical assistant and a single mother to a 6-year-old boy, found out she was pregnant. Amber had just secured her own apartment and was thinking about going to nursing school. She made the decision to terminate her pregnancy. A strict abortion ban had recently taken place in her home state of Georgia, which caused Amber to travel to North Carolina for the procedure. Traffic made her miss the appointment, so the clinic gave her medication, what are known as abortion pills. Once back home, Amber experienced profuse bleeding, vomiting, severe pain. She eventually passed out. Her boyfriend called for an ambulance. At the Georgia hospital, Amber's condition deteriorated quickly. In a rare occurrence, it was discovered her body had not expelled all the fetal tissue and an infection was spreading. Official Georgia state medical expert analysis of her case says Amber should have received a life-saving D&C, but doctors waited 20 hours before deciding to take her to surgery. Amber's blood pressure had taken a dive. Her organs had started failing. In the operating room, her heart stopped. On the way to surgery, Amber's last words to her mother were, "Promise me you'll take care of my son."
Okay, so they ran with this story. They actually had the family of Amber Thurman there to talk to Oprah and Kamala and to talk about this devastating impact that the loss of a family member has had on their lives, especially a mother of a 6-year-old boy. Absolutely devastating. And of course, we hope that Amber would have been able to receive the D&C, the dilation and curettage that she would have needed to hopefully relieve the infection and subsequent sepsis that she was experiencing in her body due to the abortion pill. Now, other people have run with this story. We're going to show one more video. This is on TikTok. It got nearly 3 million likes talking about the Amber Thurman case and the effect that apparently pro-life legislation played in how this ended up playing out. Let's watch.
Today that a woman in Georgia took abortion pills and experienced a very rare complication where there was still fetal matter left over inside of her uterus. And so she got an infection and she showed up to a North Atlanta hospital hoping that they would perform a very common routine procedure to clear out that fetal matter and clear out the infection. Except in Georgia, they made this procedure illegal with very few exceptions. In fact, a doctor can face up to 10 years in prison for performing it. I would preface this by saying I was born and raised in Atlanta. I am telling you, North Atlanta hospitals are very well equipped. This 28-year-old woman with a 6-year-old son sat in pain in the hospital as doctors watched her infection spread. And they waited, and they waited, and they waited. And then her organs started shutting down, and then they waited. And then they performed the surgery. That woman died. A Georgia committee ruled it was completely preventable. This is what happens. This is what people have been warning about with Republican-led, Trump-led abortion bans. Doctors are too scared to do their jobs. Half our counties don't have OBGYNs. We have one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the country. The United States has one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the developed world. If you're a doctor in Georgia, why would you risk performing that procedure until it's too late? This is America. What is this? A 28-year-old who is going to go to nursing school has this outcome?